he looked at me and said these words. He said, as long as the testator lives, he is writing his testament. But when death comes, it puts a period to his testament. Then the historians come and gather all the bits and pieces of that life and assigns that life its place in history. No man alive gets his reward. You can never get your reward while you live. Because while you live, you confronted with contemporaries that never fully understand who you are and your purpose for being here. Contemporaries of greatness only see it narrowly. Jesus said, blessed are they who see and believe.
Yes, sir.
But even more blessed are those who have not seen, yet they believe. The disciples of Jesus were trifling. They had to outgrow being trifling in order to really behold the majesty of the Master that walked among them. And even then they didn't see it. But 2,000 years later, we can look back at him because the flesh is gone. But when the flesh is gone, that which lives is what the Spirit has produced. And that's why you sing that song, you see. It's what you do for Christ that lives. In that context, I met Reverend James Luther Bevel.
Yes, sir.
You see this cross here on this podium? That cross was not the early sign of the early Christians. The early sign of the Christians was a fish. Because Jesus wanted all his disciples to be fishers of men. But after Constantine became the emperor of Rome and became a Christian, he had a vision of a cross. And that cross became more the political symbol of a world movement. But you see this cross? It has an upright and it has a horizontal bottom. That represents the duality in human nature. God raised human beings to live upright. But we're clothed in flesh, and the fleshly desires is what keeps us living on a horizontal plane. So the horizontal is always fighting with the vertical. And as long as you are alive, you will be fighting with the desires of the flesh against the will of God from the Spirit. So, when you walk with divinity, clothed in humanity, we can sometimes be blinded to the divinity by the frailty of the human who is struggling against the weakness of his flesh. And that's Jim Bevel's struggle. That's my struggle. That's the bishop's struggle. There's no human being made in the image and likeness of God that does not have that same struggle. used to sing a song, the strife is o'er, the battle done.
That's it.
The victory of life is won. All glory to this risen Son. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Now, what does he mean? The strife is o'er. See, Jesus fought the flesh and won. He conquered the lower desires and he lived a vertical, upright life. I'm through now. Tell you how important this family is. Everyone in this family that I had the pleasure of shaking your hands today, whether it was Reverend Bevel's lovely wife and daughter, his other daughters and sons, the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren, the brothers. This is no lightweight family, if you will. This is a family that God has invested his spirit in this family. And there's a verse in the Quran that says, speak not of those who die or are slain in the way of God as dead. They are alive, but you understand not. Reverend Bevel is not dead. I'll say it again. Reverend Bevel is not